Hello and welcome to my Ever Messy Art Studio. My name is Keeks, and today we are going to be working on the ATC swap that Dede Willingham and Janet M. Young posted earlier this week. I believe they went over it on Wednesday, so it will be for America's 250th birthday celebration swap. I'll admit at first I was a little confused on what I was going to do for that because I started thinking about dates and different events in America's history. And the more I thought of it, the more it felt like homework. But one of my friends was like, well, why don't you simply just do something American with some cake on it? And yeah, that would make it a lot simpler. So I'm going to take that advice. And what I'm going to do, oops, that did not make it straighter. Hold on here. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do like the actual cards themselves as like American flags, and then I'm going to make some cupcakes to glue on them. And that'll be the celebration. So I'm going to start with some watercolor and just start on some watercolor flags to get us going. Because these are kind of the perfect size. I gotta make 6 of them. In this particular trade, um, the hostess, which will be Janet, keeps 1, and then you get 5 back. So we're gonna go with that. I do apologize. I have been having really bad stomach pains the last couple of days. So I'm not sure how long I will stay alive today. It just kind of depends on how my stomach's feeling. So I think because I'm obviously not going to do a bunch of stars, I'm going to do dots, do some pointillism to just kind of give that general shape. Hi Zal, how you doing? We are doing some artist trading cards today. I'm just using a bit of watercolor just to kind of get like a general shape of the flag, because I'm not sure how much of the flag is actually going to be visible. But I want to get the general colors in there so that it kind of makes sense. I'm wondering if I shouldn't make this square just a little bit bigger, just because it might look a little strange. Let's do just kind of marking where I'm thinking. I think that'll be a bit bigger, so let's try that. I'm just getting the general colors. I'm going to watercolor the flag on each card. And then on a different piece of paper, I was thinking I would draw some cupcakes and just kind of decorate them. And then somewhere in there have a 250, since it is, the 250th year. Originally, whenever I was thinking my original ideas, I was thinking of like different moments in America's history, like different wars, like the American Revolution, gaining independence, the Civil War, that kind of stuff. And then I was thinking of like civil rights kind of stuff. But I wasn't sure that everybody in the swap would appreciate that kind of thing. Um, so instead, I've decided that maybe on my own, I will make some ATCs that are more what I was thinking. Because I think the things that are worth celebrating in America's history are the freedoms. Um, but in today's climate, I just wasn't sure if that would be acceptable, if I'm honest. So I decided to kind of keep it safe for this trade, and then on my own, I'll make the cards that I really want to. There we go. I think that looks pretty close to the American flag. I'm not counting stripes or anything like that. I'm not that pressed about it, but I feel like that resembles a flag. So we're just going to do that 5 more times. Hey Falcon, how you doing? I am putting together the ATCs for Dede Willingham and Janet M. Young's swap. They chose America's 250th birthday for it, and I haven't missed a swap since I started with them, so I'm just trying to put together a simple swap idea for it. What have you guys been up to? Making anything fun or just been hanging out? Ooh, resin pours. That's something I haven't done in a long time. When I used to live in Kansas City, I used to like making resin jewelry. What do you like to make? There we go. So there's our second flag. This one's kind of cool because it's kind of bleeding. I'm making like a purple. You make what you can. That's fair. And on some days, resin has a mind of its own. Like I remember I used to get frustrated because one day you'd have everything hardened perfectly, and then the next you'd end up with a flimsy mess, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with that? I've been just working and listening to audiobooks and reading regular books. Right now I've got one audiobook going from the Dorothy Must Die series. So it's like a twisted Wizard of the Oz where Dorothy comes back, but she's actually bad. Like she gets addicted to the power of Oz. And so a different girl named Amy Gum comes from Kansas and she has to try to stop Dorothy. I'm on book 2 of it. I've been listening to the audiobook while I'm at work. And then in my regular reading, I'm on the 3rd book for the Fourth Wing series. And I'm starting to realize there may not be a happy ending. um, so I'm like, oh no. So I'm preparing myself for the worst because there's not a 4th book out, but I've heard rumors that there will be one soon. I don't know if I can wait that long. It's so good. You made some glow in the dark sake cups. Ooh, that sounds fun. I always struggled with the like cups and candle holders just because I always used to get bubbles in them. But I liked making flat things. Like I used to like making calendars of the year. Um, and I would put lots of different like elements in it, like different stones and stuff in it. It was a lot of fun. There we go. That looks pretty good. So we've got 3 of 6. I'm going to move these up so that they can dry. And then once we get our flags done, I have some like glitter nail polish, and I was thinking about putting those on the blue parts just to simulate the stars. And then afterwards we'll make some cupcakes. Right now it's kind of storming, so I'm kind of curious to see if we end up losing power or not, because we've had like a lot of lightning. So if I suddenly disappear, the storm got me. We did get our air conditioner fixed today, finally. We've been without like a regular air conditioner for almost 2 months now. Our apartment had given us some like window units instead. So it's really nice. We actually have a regular air conditioner that works. And I'm very pleased. Because some days it would get really, really hot in here, regardless of the window unit situation. I'm just shocked that it took so long for them to fix it. Apparently we were waiting on a part, but they got it today, thank goodness. Oh, and in other good news, Telemachus's babies have hatched, I think. I swear I saw her reach under her and I saw a little tiny head. But then she saw that I was looking and covered them back up. But I think the babies are here. So as soon as I can, I'll try to get a picture of those, because I'd like to paint them. And, kind of do like what I did whenever I discovered the eggs and just kind of monitor and notate the situation. And they're very cute. But I swear I saw a bald little head. So I think they're here. Hey, Bug, how you doing? Making little ATCs. I'm in an America's birthday swap. So I'm just kind of preparing for that. These are just going to be the bases of the cards. And then we'll figure out what to put on them. There we go. Kind of curious to see, because the people who are not from America were told that they could celebrate their own countries. So it is opened up to people that are international and stuff. I'm kind of curious, of what they'll make. I do think it was really nice that they were given the option to do their own countries, because, that'd be a little strange, doing somebody else's country, but I think that would be pretty cool. I'm excited to see what people make, and hopefully I'll get some of the international people in my trade group. Because you make 6 cards, and then Janet will keep one of the cards, and then you'll get 5 back. So that should be pretty cool. Okay, so we just got to make one more. And then we will see how dry the blue part is, and then see if I'm ready to put that fingernail polish on it yet. If it's not quite dry, we'll just move on to the cupcakes. Because I'm gonna draw the cupcakes on like drawing paper and then cut them out. We're not supposed to embellish, but I think it's okay that we collage. Or at least last swap I was in, it was okay that some people collaged as long as it's kept flat. So I think it should be okay. Especially because I think a lot of the ladies that watch Dede and Janet collage, so yeah, it'd be strange if it wasn't allowed. But I was just trying to figure out ways to like make it look more interesting. Because otherwise it's just a flag and a cupcake. I might write something on it, like 250 or something, and like cut that out, but I haven't really decided yet. Right, everybody loves a good cupcake. I decided to go with a cupcake instead of a regular cake because I thought maybe I could, draw smaller versions of that and it would look better. But also because we had cupcakes at my son's birthday and they were delicious. So I was like, cupcake. There we go. So now let's see how dry.
A wolf is coming.
A wolf is coming. How are you doing, Ronan?
Dad, he's chasing me.
He's chasing you. Oh no.
I can't believe this is a real wolf.
Is it the big bad wolf?
Yeah, just pretend actually.
Oh,
What did they say?
we're just chilling and watching.
Guys, tell me what your favorite soda is.
What's your favorite soda?
You know what? There's my I like the blue Sprite that I have on now.
There's a blue Sprite?
Yeah, McDonald's.
Oh, that sounds cool. Ronan's back from his grandparents. Very happy to have him back. It was kind of quiet without him, really. Too quiet. Hey, Ronan, you got an answer. Bug likes Diet Dr. Pepper.
Hey.
Do you like Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
It's pretty.
Also does.
Do you really?
Some Sprite.
You just said you liked Sprite if it was blue.
Yeah, but not the regular type.
Oh, okay. It's got to be fancy, guys. There you go. So that kind of gives it a little bit of like a glittery shine. I don't know if you can tell. It's very minuscule. Like, it's kind of like whenever you look at a boat or something, how it has like that sheen.
Answer.
You do not.
Tell me if I have an answer.
I will. There we go. So it kind of like at first you don't notice it, and then it's like the light catches it, and it's just like a really light glitter. And this is just fingernail polish. So hopefully that'll dry okay.
Any answers?
No, honey.
Just let's see.
But I figured this would be a good way for the stars to be there. Or like the illusion of them. There we go.
It's a big bad stealthy.
What?
A big bad stealthy wolf.
Thought you were watching science stuff. What happened to that?
There's everything in the closet.
We'll go play with some of your toys. You got a bunch of toys for your birthday?
I don't know where they are.
They're probably in your room. Ask Daddy. Did you bring home Sylveon and yellow?
I don't know.
Better go find out.
What is bag full of nothing?
I don't know. Ask, ask Daddy. I know there were some bags by the kitchen table that looked like they had your stuff in them. There we go. All right, so we got those done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set those to the side. And we'll shut this for right now. And then let's move some stuff around. I'm going to move these over here so that they're out of the way. Ooh, that fingernail polish stinks. That's the only bad thing about using fingernail polish. But I didn't want to use stickles because I was worried that the stickles would puff out a little bit, and that was against the rules. So I'm trying to stick to the rules. So let's grab a piece of paper here. And then we're going to draw 6 cupcakes. Oh, Ronan asked what your favorite soda was, Al. So I'm just going to draw the outline of a clumsy cupcake. So just something short and sweet like that. And we can add some lines to it. I think that'll be pretty good. So we just need 6 of those, and then we can color them. I kind of like my stuff to be a little scribbly. I just think it adds a bit more life to them. So not all of them are going to look as nice as the others. But I think that's about the right size. Let me see. Yeah, that should be good because I think I'm going to put them on this side of the card. So let's do another one. What's up, sweetheart?
You don't want this in the blue game. Like, take away one of their presents.
Why?
I don't know.
Why don't you ask Daddy if he'll play that game with you? Ronan has rediscovered his Bluey game. We have a Bluey game called Scavenger Hunt, and it's really fun. The idea is to collect all the toys before it's bedtime. It's a game we've had for a really long time. Okay, so there's that little cupcake. I'm happy that tomorrow's Friday. I've been so exhausted this week. I've been fighting kind of like a stomach bug, I think. And all I've wanted to do this week is just sleep. Like today, I got off work and fell asleep for like 3 hours. was like, how am I supposed to sleep tonight if I keep doing that? But sometimes your body needs what it needs. Hey, Shara, how you doing? We're gonna make us some yummy cupcakes, and then we're going to color them here in a minute. I'm gonna go over them with black. I'm probably gonna leave the pencil behind, um, just to give it a texture. That way the cards don't look too perfect or anything weird like that. I don't really want them to look perfect. Um, and then maybe we'll think about adding some sprinkles and stuff whenever we get the color on there. Yeah, I slept the day away. But the nice thing is by the time I was awake, it was time to make dinner, and then my son came home, and I was really excited. Because he's been gone for the past 4 days. He's been with his gaga. It's nice to have him in here again because, man, it was way too quiet without him. I value quiet, but sometimes it can be too quiet. Okay, so there's our main outline of our cupcakes. Now I'm just going to take a black pen and go over it one more time. Yes, and he is all gas and no brakes today, especially with that big long drive. I don't blame him though, because it takes. So my husband usually meets his mom halfway, um, but in total for Ronan, it's still a 3-hour drive to get here. So that's a long time for a little kid to stay seated. I'm proud of him for trying. Go. See, it just makes the cupcakes look a little bit more interesting to leave the pencil in there because you can kind of see where they were sketched. Makes them look even less perfect, which is fine with me. More cartoony. Yeah. Ronan has a tablet too, but when it's not hooked to the internet, it doesn't really give you very many options except for like a couple games on it. I would imagine that would be very boring. That makes sense. We're thinking about getting like a hotspot for our car or something to kind of help us with that. I've never done anything like that, but supposedly it makes it work just like regular. Okay, and we're on our last cupcake here for the outline. There we go. So then let's see here. Let's go ahead and bring back out the watercolors. Are these dry now? Yeah, they're dry. So I'm going to just set them to the side. Right. And then there's a bathroom break every 5 seconds. All right. Let's see here. So I think I want these to be chocolate cupcakes. So I know I'm going to use brown for that. Because chocolate is delicious. So everybody's going to have to deal with it. So make that brown. And then I might add a little bit of a darker brown in there, like just kind of dotted in there just to give a little bit of extra something. And once these are a little bit more dry, I'll also probably go over them in Neo colors. Just because I feel like that's one of my signature things I like to do. I just like to do the details of Neo colors. So let's do a darker brown and just kind of pat it in some places. And the water will naturally do its own thing. Like that. And then as you see, it just like naturally spreads and like spreads out the pigment a little bit. And then let's do a blue icing. I'm gonna use a light blue for that. I'm gonna really mix it with some water to lighten it up a bit. And I'm just gonna color it in. It'll look kind of dark for right now, but I am gonna go over it with Neo colors, so it won't be a problem. I'm okay with some of the colors running together. It'll make it look interesting because this is just the base. Certainly not going to be the final product. That needs a little bit more blue, I think. go. And then let's give it a little bit of red in there. I'm going to do a slightly purpley red, just because I think it'll look more interesting and it'll contrast some more. So I'm just going to do some little random dots and see what happens. And if it spreads too big, that's okay. We're going to let the water do what it wants to do. Hey, Mary Brown, how you doing? We're doing some Happy Birthday America ATCs, and I am just working on the cupcakes. So now I've got to decide what color I want this to be. Technically, I could leave them white, but that sounds a little boring, so let's go with a yellow. And I think that'll just add a different color to kind of break everything up a little bit. So let's try that. Plus, I feel like in a lot of things, people use yellow whenever they're doing red, white, and blue stuff. Because, like, I've seen people do the stars in yellow before, so I don't think that's the biggest dealio. There we go. We're getting there. In a minute, once I get this yellow done, I'll use the heat gun on here, and then we can start going at it with our neo colors. Okay, so I think that is pretty good. So I'm just gonna blow dry these real quick. I do have noise canceling on, so it shouldn't bother you too bad. Okay, so we've got our base colors down. These are mostly dry. There's a little bit of wet, but not much. So I think we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack those away, and we'll bring up our neo colors. here they are. And then let's start with the cupcake bottoms this time. Let's go backwards. So I want these yellows to be more white. So I'm just gonna kind of scribble in them a little bit, just to kind of give them that crinkly paper look. You know, like those little, they're almost like deli sheets, the little cups they're in. I think knocking back that yellow will help that look. Like that. I think that looks good. And then I want to darken up the brown that's in the cupcakes because these are chocolate and we want them to look delicious. So I'm just going to darken up the edges a little bit. I'm not worrying about really like blending anything here. I kind of want that gritty, like pastel look. And then let's lighten our cupcake a little bit. Like that. To answer your question, Mary Brown, she's told me to call her Char like Charlotte. So I'm not sure if she's still here or not to answer, so I just wanted to help out. You're welcome. Okay, so we've got a bright color in there. Now we're gonna reintroduce the red in there. I think red on the icing would also look really interesting. So I just want to give this a really interesting scribbly look. So I am a scribbly artist. And I think the more interesting we can make this, the better. And I'm not really worried about going outside the lines because I'm going to be cutting these out anyway. So anything I don't like, I can just cut off. There we go. And here's a bit of purple. Maybe that could help with some sprinkles. Just as a different color in there. And we'll get like a blue to go in there as well. Or we could use the blue on the outskirts of this, on the outskirts of the actual skirting of the cupcake. I haven't decided yet. Because sometimes I like putting in weird colors just to see what happens. so let's use a very dark blue. Let's do this one. And I'm just going to add a little bit more color to this, even though we've lightened it a bit and given it that look. I don't feel like it's matching the colors of the theme very well. So we're gonna help it out a bit. In other words, it was bothering me, so I'm gonna fix it. Oh, that's cool that you're using voice text. I haven't done that. I try to avoid it because like I don't know. My husband uses voice chat and sometimes doesn't come always across the way he thinks it does. I'm like, I'm not the biggest trust the technology girl. There you go. So now we've got that yellow in the background. And we'll use a darker red and do it again. So that there's a big layer going on here. So we should have a layer of yellow, red, and blue, so our primary colors. I think that'll work out pretty good. Then we're going to give a little bit of an unexpected color in there. I really like teals and stuff. So I'm going to put a little bit of teal in the sprinkles and see what happens with that. Yeah, I think that looks good. These are going to be some messy, fun cupcakes. My hand is starting to cramp. Probably pushing a little hard, but that's okay. There we go. So I think these are going to be our cupcakes. So now I'm going to start cutting them out. So I'm just going to rip it in here. Get my scissors. I like using the kitty scissors the best just because they're what I've been using my whole life and I just haven't given up on them yet. Sometimes I use my big girl scissors, but not very often. Cut off all this excess business and then we'll cut out our cupcakes. Okay, and now we can start actually cutting them out. And I like using the technique of simply opening and closing the scissors while you move the paper. That is the technique that has helped me be the quickest at this. and the most accurate because you're forcing the paper to move with you instead of moving the scissors where they can get all jaggedy. So there's our first cupcake. Yeah. Yeah, you can have a hug. I love you, woman.
I can kiss and night.
Good night.
Ah.
Are you trying to get a hug and a kiss too?
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
Rowena wants her turn.
Oh, internet friends.
Love you, Mason.
Love you too. Night, Dolly.
Night night. My family's going to bed. I want to at least get my cupcakes glued on, and then I think I'm going to put a 250 before I go. So I best hurry. Of course, they just had a long drive ahead of them, so it doesn't surprise me that they're going to bed. And it's past 9. Here it's 9:40, which is past my son's bedtime. The summer hours, he gets 9. Go. Got 3 more to cut out. I live in Missouri. What state are you from? We're in Central Standard Time. Really like that red that I added in the icing. I think that actually was a nice touch. I wasn't sure about it, but it worked out. I'm in Missouri too. I'm looking forward to meeting you in October. Oh, are you going on Becky's retreat? If so, that's really exciting. I'm looking forward to meeting you too. Yes, awesome. I've never been on anything like an art retreat before, or really any kind of retreat, so my husband talked me into it. First, I was like, I don't know about this, and he's like, you should go treat yourself. And I was like, okay. So it'll be really interesting. All right, so I think, ooh, look, now you can really see that shimmer from the nail polish. Have you been to her retreats before? It sounds like she's had some in the past. I've been able to the meetup Becky did in the spring, and it was one day afternoon and one evening. Okay. So this one's pretty big then, being as it's 3 days.
You okay?
Well, I have to give every single day.
It makes me much more comfortable knowing that the venue is a storefront. Um, at first I thought we were going to like one of those big, because like if the words the bead place makes it sound extremely fancy, and I was like, oh no, I'm gonna get lost in a convention center or something. But then she said it was a storefront, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I'm about that far away too. I live in Lake St. Louis right now, though I'm originally from Kansas City. Oh, okay. Not too far then. I don't mind traveling to Illinois to go places either. My in-person art group that meets once a month is actually in Illinois as well. So I feel like that was a good practice for me driving out there. Wasn't able to go this month because of my son's birthday. And I'm hoping to go next month because they have not. Usually it's the first Saturday of the month, but because of the 4th of July, it's going to be the second Saturday. No, I think it'll depend on my hotel situation. Like, I'd like to have my car that way I can, feel secure and that I can go wherever I want, kind of thing. Just because I don't know like where we're gonna be eating out and stuff. Like, I heard that sometimes the people like to meet for breakfast and stuff. Um, so I'd just like to be able to, have a little bit of control in driving my car. Um, but I don't know. It all depends on where I get my hotel at, which I'm gonna wait to get that. What's up?
I'm looking for one of my toy boxes. I can't find it.
Honey, you're supposed to be going to bed.
No, not yet. I'm going to pick up my room. And I can't find the box for something.
What kind of box?
Okay. It's the box for the bluey thing.
Oh, for the Bluey game you were just playing?
Yeah.
Did you put it in the kitchen?
No.
Don't worry about it. I'll help you find it tomorrow, sweetheart. Go to bed.
I'm going to pick up my room today. I'm going to pick up my room at night.
Well, honey, I've never heard you willingly pick up anything, so that's a little concerning. I think you should go to bed. I think you're just
Daddy, when Daddy comes back, I'm going to bed.
Where is he? Is he letting Rowena out?
Yeah, and if I don't today, I'll get in big trouble.
I don't think you'll be in big trouble, sweet pea.
I will. Can you please help me find it?
Honey, I'm in the middle of a live stream right now, but after I'm done, I'll go look for it.
Okay. Do it quickly.
Yeah, all I gotta add is a 250 to all these, so I think you can wait a few minutes.
I got 250.
Mm-hmm. It's for the 250th birthday of America. America. Mm-mm. You know.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right. So let's see here. I think for the 250, I will also use Neo colors for that. So I'm going to use black first. Do a 2, 5,
0.
and a 0. Like that. And then I'm going to go around it in yellow because we already kind of have yellow introduced. So I'm just going to go around it to highlight it a little bit.
Please be faster. Make it faster.
Ronan, you're on my time right now. And then I think I will also add a little bit of white neocolor up here just to add like little fake stars. Because I like the glitter, but it looks empty for some reason.
It's because glitter is white.
So now it'll have both the glitter and a little bit of white coloration going on it, but I think that looks pretty good. It's got 250 and it's got the cupcakes. So we're going to go with that.
Doesn't that one already look like that?
No, that was the first one. You can be patient.
The rest have stars, right? The rest have stars?
Well, these are the stars, honey. It's the illusion of a star.
I already see stars on them. I already see stars on them.
Well, good. That's the idea.
You see that white thing, spots? That looks as like that looks just like stars.
Good, it's supposed to.
Can you please hurry up?
Can you please not rush me? I think you're very capable of looking for your own box that you literally had 5 seconds ago.
5 minutes ago.
Then you can go look yourself.
1 hour, 1 minute ago.
Ronan, I'm not rushing for you.
I'll just wait then.
Thank you.
Hang on. One thing was in the video. One thing. Oh no. Well, can't let Rowena see this.
I'll go put it away.
Not the bed in the closet. She can't come in. Can't go in the closet.
Now it looks more like that.
Did you go in the closet?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I thought I put it in your closet.
Thank you, Mary Brown. I really appreciate that.
Oh. Bye-bye.
Why'd you say bye-bye?
Because it's leaving.
No, she just said she liked my cards.
Silly me, guys, right? Did they say, oh, is this guy the only guy now? The only guy who's watching now?
No, I think there's about 2 people watching right now.
Yeah, but why do they all look the same?
I don't know. Why are you a silly goose?
Because I like to. Like a silly Like a postman. Oh, you made these pictures?
No, those are pictures that I bought.
Looking through them. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
Oh, that was a good save.
Careful, Ronan.
I saved them.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that because it like, oh, thank you. He is very sweet. He just turned 6. You're not supposed to touch that, remember?
Oh, it's a toy.
It is not a toy.
It's like a toy.
It may look like a toy, but it's not.
No.
Ronan, respect my boundaries, please. He's very sweet and curious.
And silly.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget silly.
Yes, you are very silly.
And they're not patient.
Who is ever patient, though?
No one is. Because people don't like waiting. Right?
Right. Hey, can you hand me my trash can, please? It's behind you.
The problem is that trash can's full.
That's all right. It's not full enough. I'm just going to put these scraps away. And then we'll spread these out so you can see what our cards ended up looking like. so this is what our birthday cards look like for America. And what I'll do is I'll end up writing on the back of them my information, and then I will get those sent to Janet. And hopefully, like last year, I'll be the first one to send them. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and have a good night. Thank you. What?
Like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe, please.
I-
Thank you. Have a good night.
Do 100 times, please.